I didn't stay poor because I was lazy. I stayed poor because I was afraid. For a long time, I didn't even realize it. I kept telling myself I was being careful, being responsible, being realistic. But the truth is, every major decision in my life was controlled by fear. And if anything I say feels uncomfortably familiar, subscribe, because this is the story most people never admit out loud. I was afraid of failing, so I never fully tried. I was afraid of succeeding, so I sabotaged myself before I got close. I was afraid of judgment, afraid of disappointing people, afraid of looking foolish, so I chose small opportunities, small risks, small dreams. I convinced myself I was playing safe, but really, I was playing small. Fear wrapped itself around my life so tightly that I started calling it personality. I avoided new ideas because I was scared of being wrong. I avoided investing because I was scared of losing. I avoided learning new skills because I was scared of looking slow or inexperienced. So I stayed in the same place, doing the same things, earning the same money, living the same life, and blaming everything except the real problem, my fear. The worst part is, fear doesn't shout. It whispers. It sounds reasonable. It tells you, now is not the right time. What if you fail? What will people say? And I listened. I listened for years. I watched opportunities pass me by while convincing myself I was protecting my future, when in reality, I was trapping it. I remember one day I was offered a chance to work on something bigger than anything I'd ever done. More money, more responsibility, more growth. And instead of saying yes, I hesitated. I told myself I wasn't ready. I told myself I needed more time, but deep inside, I knew the real truth. I was terrified of change. Terrified of pressure, terrified of discovering who I could actually become. And when I walked away from that opportunity, I felt something heavy in my chest. Not relief, not peace, just regret. Quiet, painful regret. That was the day I finally realized fear wasn't protecting me. Fear was controlling me. And if you've ever walked away from something life-changing because you were scared, stay with me. And yeah, subscribe if this feels like your story too. Because the journey out of fear starts with honesty. From that moment, I started seeing fear everywhere in my life. Fear in my excuses. Fear in my habits. Fear in my silence. Fear in my comfort zone. I wasn't poor because the world was against me. I was poor because fear had convinced me to live below my potential. So I did something I had never done before. I stopped asking, what if I fail? And started asking, what if I never try? And that question shook me. It scared me even more than failure. Because failure hurts once, but regret hurts forever. I began taking small risks, learning new things, speaking up, saying yes to challenges I would normally run from. I was scared, but I moved anyway. My hands shook. My voice trembled. My confidence was weak. But for the first time, fear wasn't driving. Primera, ja, hua, is, and listen. If this moment right now feels like a mirror to your own life, don't just watch this and move on. Subscribe right now, because escaping fear requires reminders, community, and courage. And I want to walk that journey with you. Slowly, fear lost its power. Not because it disappeared, but because I stopped obeying it. I realized courage isn't the absence of fear. It is choosing to move forward even while fear is screaming in your ear. And when I changed how I responded to fear, my opportunities changed. My decisions changed. My income changed. My life changed. Here's my truth. Fear didn't just keep me broke financially. It kept me broke mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It kept me playing small. It kept me invisible. And I refuse to live like that anymore. So if you're tired of fear deciding your future, tired of shrinking, tired of surviving instead of living, subscribe, stay close, and don't disappear. Because the next story I share goes even deeper into the exact moment I stopped running from fear and finally faced who I was meant to become.